possessing advantages of large carrying capacity, high reliability, and long-haul routes. Rail transport transmits the exchange and growth between urban and rural areas and facilitates regional prosperity. Taiwan Railway System encompasses the HSR, Taiwan Railways, and metropolitan MRTs. Railway development in Taiwan started with construction of the Keelung-Hsinchu section by Liu Mingchuan in 1887. During the Japanese colonial period, due to extensive exploitation of agricultural, forestry, and mining resources, Taiwan used to have a dense rail network. Light railway once penetrated all corners of Taiwan. However, from 1942 to 1991, with continuous expansion of the highway network and rapid growth of automobiles, the old rail branch lines gradually declined. Taiwan Railways turned to focus on operation of the north-south trunk line, constantly updating vehicles and upgrading route classes. In 1991, the South Link Line opened to traffic and the around-the-island railway network took shape. Meanwhile, various projects such as railway electrification and double tracking have been launched throughout Taiwan to consistently strengthen the transport services of Taiwan Railways. In the West Corridor, since the HSR opened to traffic in 2007, it's been heavily relied on by the masses for its superior speed and good performance. The dual trunk lines of rail network comprising HSR and Taiwan Railways took form along the West Corridor. Of these, HSR is for long-haul express passenger transport service, while Taiwan Railways are for short, medium, and long-haul passenger transport and partial freight services. Together, they effectively connect metropolitan areas in the North, Central, and South regions and realize the vision of a North-South one-day living circle. As for the East region, due to environmental constraints, the corridor space to develop track systems is limited. Thus, transport service is mainly supported by Taiwan Railways. From HSR and Taiwan Railways to metropolitan MRTs, the comprehensive rail transport formed a well-structured railway system, providing the public with a variety of transportation services. The National Railway Network will follow the guidance of the National Spatial Plan and focus on high-speed rail in the West, express rail in the East. By conducting planning and evaluation of the HSR southward and eastward extension projects, the speed advantage will shorten urban-rural distances. By upgrading the eastern line of Taiwan Railways to express rail and enhancing the adjacent access transport services, the structure of around-the-island high-speed and express rail will achieve perfection. The vision of one-day living circle around the island is gradually being realized. For the existing railway routes, the overall service efficiency will be constantly inspected, and the focus of development is to resolve operation bottlenecks, increase capacity of single-track sections, and complete the around-the-island electrified railway network. In terms of operation bottlenecks, the capacity of Taiwan Railway between Shulin-Chidu, providing transport services for Taipei-Keelung commuting, and East-West Trunk Line, is almost saturated due to overlapping routes and increasing transportation demand. Thus, the main focus is to reroute the network and promote projects such as HSR Eastward Extension and Keelung Light Rail to effectively ease traffic and increase route capacity. The single-track sections provide bi-direction operation with less flexibility in scheduling and fewer round trips, causing inconvenience for passengers. The National Railway Network will promote double-track developments on these sections, including Hualien-Taidong Line electrification project, along with laying double tracks at bottleneck sections, as well as a double-track plan for coastal sections of the trunk line. Enhancing route performance will satisfy the transportation needs of the public. In promoting the electrification projects for the South Link Line and Pingdong Line from Chaozhou to Fangliao, the last mile of the around-the-island electrified railway network will be completed, and the goal of railway power source unification around the island will be achieved. In order to eliminate barriers posed by rail tracks in metropolitan areas, the Taipei Railway Underground Project has been carried out since 1983, with successive execution of railway-grade separation projects in metropolitan areas. Transit-oriented development, TOD, has been gradually implemented. enhancement of major station districts and their adjacent access connections, as well as integration of MRTs and other public transport, have ensured the formation of an unimpeded transportation network. Tourism is an important industry in Taiwan, and rail transport is especially advantageous in developing green tourism. To create diverse values for the railway, the National Railway Network will carry out transformation planning for routes with sightseeing potential. A railway is more than a vehicle for transport. It's the beginning of a journey. Combined with the tourism-oriented industries of townships along the lines, the sustainable operation of Taiwan railway tourism is driven forward. The National Railway Network is developing sequentially under the framework of high-speed rail in the west, express rail in the east. It will construct a highly efficient, around-the-island high-speed and express rail network to increase railway transport efficiency, fulfill demands for regional development, and even become the foundation of national spatial redevelopment. The Railway Bureau will continuously commit its professionalism to the sound development of a national railway network, leading national rail transport to a better future.